Hey guys, welcome back again to Dave's Dimension. Welcome back again for another video. We're back again to the channel where chaos and insanity reign supreme. So we got another unbox going on today, guys. Over the weekend. I picked up a ton of stuff. So doing a video for just about each thing. We're doing a video per each one. Now I have a video dropping later on this week on Friday, which is perfect because you'll know what I mean when you see it drop. So I picked up a couple 2-packs. That 2-pack one of the 2-packs is going to be on the video Friday. And then I got my hands on this Falcon and Winter Soldier Infinity War 2-pack. I actually scored this at a Best Buy. So figured why the hell not? I mean, especially with the new Disney Marvel TV show coming soon, since we got WandaVision right now. Hint, hint. So figure I would grab this because I thought it looked pretty cool, especially with their own show coming out. So we got our hands on this. Like I said, Best Buy. They actually had a few. Some of the boxes were a little beat up, but you guys know me. I'm not a inbox collector. I unbox everything, and that's what we're going to do with this one. So while I'm getting ready to cut into the box and jump in here, what are you guys thinking about Winter Soldier and Falcon, or should I say Falcon and Winter Soldier? You have any anticipations? Did you see the new trailer drop? What do you think about it? Obviously, I haven't seen the show. The show hasn't dropped yet, but the trailer looks pretty awesome. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the trailer, pause this video, come back after you've seen the trailer. We're going to give it a 5 count before I continue. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So in the trailer we see Falcon and Winter Soldier. We see them on a plane. Obviously they're kind of like you're almost getting like a buddy cop movie kind of vibe. Like they're working together. They get on each other's nerves. But obviously there's a love-hate kind of thing going on where you get that one friend who you're always butting heads with, but he's still your friend. You know, it's kind of like a brotherly love kind of a thing. So I definitely get a good vibe off that. The fact that we see Baron Zemo come back, and he's got his purple little ski mask. That's kind of cool. And then we're getting this other person in a modified Cap America outfit. Obviously, it's U.S. agent. It's pulled and modified from the comics, from the comic books, in case you're not familiar with it. So it's going to be really interesting. And the interesting part is they're calling the show Falcon and Winter Soldier. They're not calling it Captain America. They're not calling it Falcon Winter Soldier. They're not calling it they're not calling it Falcon Captain America. There's no reference to Captain America. Just references to Falcon and a Winter Soldier, which begs the question, by the end of season 1, and if they do multiple seasons, which one of them are going to become Captain America? Could it be neither of them? I mean, it would be interesting. I mean, both Bucky and Sam have been Captain America in the comics. More notably, recently in the comics, Sam the Falcon has become Captain America. Bucky has taken on the mantle of Captain America throughout the course of the entire history. I mean, you go back 60 or 80 years, Bucky did take over the mantle of Cap a couple times. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. So with that being said, and I'm also excited to see Agent 13 come back. That's going to be kind of interesting. Are we going to maybe find, especially with her, are we going to find out, or is she going to make little drops, little hints about Cap being back in the past and building a life with Peggy? Is she going to refer to him as maybe Uncle Steve? You know, because essentially she does evolve from a timeline now, which is going to be kind of weird, because she did kind of give plant a really long kiss on Cap during Civil War. So it'd be interesting to see if there's any references to that. But it should be pretty interesting. I think those three could be a pretty pretty entertaining team. Sam, Bucky, and Agent 13. Maybe a little romance between Bucky and her. Who knows? See what happens. And the fact that Steve is still alive, could we have Steve come back once or twice? Will we see Steve die during this? It'd be interesting to see what happens. Personally, off topic, I would love to see maybe a movie where Steve where we actually follow Cap going back in time. Maybe he steps up a few times to try and be a hero, but without using the Captain America persona. Maybe doing some other kind of alias. That could be a thing, guys. It could be a thing. So let's jump right into this. I saw this at Best Buy, like I said. We got Bucky, of course, in his Wakanda-style armor. He's got the new arm. Made by... obviously made of vibranium. Thanks to Black Panther and the people of Wakanda. So that's pretty badass. I mean, who needs a shield when you have an arm of vibranium? I mean, there's so many ways you can go with that. He's got the, it's got a nice kind of it's like an upgraded version of his soldier coat and armor on there. So that looks pretty cool. We have his hair grown out a little bit. He looks more human than a programmed cyborg. And of course we got Sam with his Falcon outfit. I'm curious to see if they got the what accessories we get in here. Because first, obviously, we see we see a couple guns in here. We see it looks like part of a jetpack possibly, and we see another part on here. I'm honestly drawing a blank on the part up here by Sam. But we're going to take a look at that. Now, of course, you have the art. You got Bucky right here. Sam right there. Looking Billy Badass, but they both do. And then, even more Billy Badass right on the back here, guys. Marvel Legends. Now, on here, we have trained by different armies, but equally prepared to defend their allies from any threat. Winter Soldier and Falcon stand their ground to protect the Earth from otherworldly adversaries. Now, when it comes down to it, Sam is just a human wearing some experimental armor and suit. I mean, the jetpack. I mean, it's his wing glider. That's pretty much that's his ability. He's just a very skilled pilot. Bucky, on the other hand, we know he's got that arm, and that arm is completely, I mean, it's super strong. And not to mention, obviously, we've seen him do some pretty almost Captain America type feats of flipping, backflips across rooftops, jumping down, off the top of bridges. I mean, just doing all kinds of craziness. We don't know truly how strong Bucky is, and I'm hoping they'll actually explore that in the series. And who knows, maybe Sam has a little bit extra juice in him. We don't know. Or maybe he will by the end of the series. Because, I mean, if you're going to be Captain America, I mean, it's one to have the heart, but let's be honest, the abilities, the super strength, the enhanced reflexes, that's even better. But anyone who can pull that off without having the serum or without having any augmentation, that's even better. So let's get right into this. I know I ramble. So we're going to slide this right on out. Come on. Get up. Somehow I grabbed this and this just slides out and everything still stays inside. I feel like Venkman in Ghostbusters. And the flowers are still standing. I'm actually going to use this on the shelf. Nice little display background. I mean, they're just basic black bookshelves that I have over there. Okay, so when you open this up, there's a little separate shell right here, guys. That's where Sam's wings are. Just his wings, nothing else. Wings are pretty good plastic. They're not like a flimsy rubber. They're pretty solid plastic. I like this scheme for two reasons. One, obviously it's Sam's colors as far as his outfit. And two, for anyone who's a fan of old war movies, back in World War II, they had a lot of Spitfires. A lot of the fighters had kind of like a shark teeth kind of a paint scheme, and that's what this kind of reminds me of. You know, I think that's pretty cool. Let's break out the accessories now. We got, this is a little bent. I think I could fix that. Bucky's Wakanda style rifle. I mean, this is like a super sniper rifle here. The barrel's a little bent. Maybe with a little heat I can kind of straighten that out a little bit, but that's okay. It's pretty cool rifle right there, guys. We'll set that down. Now this gun is on Sam's side, but I still think that this is for Winter Soldier. It's kind of a modified machine gun. Looks like it's got a grenade launcher. Looks pretty cool. So we get this little pack, and obviously this is where the wings connect onto. And I think this connects right onto the back of that. Well, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the little red, yeah, it does fit onto the back of the pack. It reminds me of the little, red little drone that would shoot off Sam's back from Civil War. I forgot what he called it. I'm going to have to watch Civil War again so I can remember. But that's what it reminds me of, guys. Marvel, could you please make it easier to pull these guys out without making so much noise? Okay, so I'm going to start with Sam. Now, there are no alternate hands or head sculpts here. What you see is what you get. And this, he looks pretty good. I mean, this looks like Anthony Mackie with some really big goggles on here. Now, his outfit, we got some two-tone going in here. Like a nice little silver on this, like a dark gray or plastic. Got the belt right there. I mean, got the pegs, obviously, for his pack that goes on there for his wings. But there we go. We got some no gun holsters here. Looks like he's got a bunch of pouches connected to his belt. You got your basic Hasbro Marvel figure. You got the, you got the chest here. You see, does he move at all? Doesn't really look like he moves. And I don't want to cause anything to break because this might be, I mean, he does rotate, he does twist, but this upper part, he doesn't really seem to want to move. So I'm not going to force that because I don't want to ruin this. He's got some skin, so he's got exposed skin right here. Got his elbow right between his brace, his gauntlet, and the upper sleeve here, which is a little unusual because I think, if you're flying, you want to protect all your limbs at all times. But I think they really, I mean, without getting his eyes, I think with the goggles, they really did his likeness pretty well. You can see the band of the goggles going all the way around. Really good detail here. Let me see if I can get that. There we go. You can really see it looks like a real bands like you would on a pair of goggles. They really did a good job. There we go. And a little callback to Infinity War, or should I say Endgame? Could this be America's next ass? Who knows? We'll see. I do want to get that figure. I do want to get the classic Captain America Avengers, the first Avengers look. I want to get that one to go with. I have another I actually have a Captain America coming soon, so I can do the little fight between the two of them. And I got to do the caption. This is America's ass. I mean, let's be honest. That was hilarious. So let's throw the pack right on him. There we go. Pack has 2 pegs. He's got holes for 2 pegs. Let's see. Let's take a look at this first. So from the way it looks like this should curve so that it's on his back like that. So first I'm going to peg the wings into the pack if I can. Yeah. So on the wings you have a big peg right here, and then a smaller peg up here. And that's just going to go on to the pack first before you try putting the pack on him. But I guess also you could take the pack off if you want to do a pose where he's not wearing the wings. There we go. We got Sam without the wings, So you can do that. And then it can just peg right off. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry. Dropped a piece. So you peg that back off, and then we will peg these right back on. So you can do different poses. You can take it off. It's not as if you put the pack on and it's stuck on there for good. So that's a good sign, guys. It's a thing you could do. It is a thing you could do. I mean, I don't imagine many people would want to display him without the wings. But it's your collectible. It's your figure. You do what you want with it. And just push this right on. Now, this piece, I don't know why they have it as a separate piece. I guess just to expose things. Or if you wanted to use this as a drone, but it really doesn't look like a drone to me. I mean, if you want to keep that on there and avoid it popping off, I guess a little dab of some glue. Maybe not Gorilla Glue unless you're doing hair products. I know, bad joke. But there we are. You got Sam gliding. I mean, I don't think I ever saw him with his hands out because aerodynamically speaking, I really don't think that's a really good pose unless he was grabbing for something. They also don't have miniguns for him because he had handheld guns that he would use. There we go. Sam, aka Falcon, in all of his badassness. I really like this. The wingspan is very impressive. This definitely looks realistic. If this was, I mean, if he was an average person, and that looks like the wingspan that you would need to do all the gliding and flying that you might need here. Here's a nice little up close. There you guys see. badass. I really like this. Now I have a couple NECA stands right here. So I'm just going to set him right on up. I mean, could we give him this gun? I'm sure we could. But I mean, Falcon's meant to fly around. So there we go. I'm going to set him off to the side. And here we are. We got Bucky. Come on, camera. You want to focus on him? Let's see if we can get the camera to focus. There we go. That's a very good likeness of him, too. We look at all the detail on the hand. The hand and arm just looks... That just looks amazing right there. So there we go. And he's not wearing any kind of a waist or utility belt here. He's got some Wakanda style military boots here. See how well he holds his guns. Trying to see how well I can get this into his hand. I guess for contrast purposes, that's why they did the two guns. So you got him holding the black machine gun, and then you got him holding the gold one in his human hand. So there we are. That's it with the accessories. I mean, just a couple guns for Bucky just to go Billy Badass. No kind of a backpack. Now, it's weird because his torso... He's got movement here. Like, you could have him... Like, he's just blasting away, flying backwards. His torso's nice and loose. See? But Falcon's wasn't. I might try and heat Falcon's up to see if I can loosen up his chest a little bit, because it's a bit stiff. But, I mean, you never see Falcon really doing all that kind of movement. Bucky, yeah, sure, because he's, you know, he's the Winter Soldier. He's going to be running around like crazy. Extra ammo packs, I'm guessing. But that Wakanda gun is just, that's just sick. I don't know, maybe that's not Wakanda. That might be something else, but it matches his arm, so that's what makes me think that. So, there we go. Falcon and Winter Soldier. I personally cannot wait for that show. I think it's going to be insane. I don't think it's going to be the big mystery like WandaVision is. I know a lot of people were slow to the take on Wanda. Because first episode is taking like 1950s. Each episode jumps to a different decade. I enjoyed it. But of course I enjoy a lot of crazy stuff. So what do you guys think? What are your impressions of Falcon and Winter Soldier? Bucky and Sam. I always crack up whenever I say the word Bucky, because I go back to the 80s with the there used to be a really weird twisted cartoon called Bucky O'Hare. about a space hero rabbit from another planet. So there we go. We have Bucky and Sam, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Really can't wait for that show. What do you guys think? Are you excited for Falcon and Winter Soldier? Are you waiting for other news? Like, I've been trying to find news about Spider-Man 3. I really cannot wait for that. Latest rumblings or rumors I've heard is we might have introduction to possibly someone from Fantastic Four. I know there's a weird fan theory going around about Reed Richards popping up possibly on WandaVision. There's been a reference to a astrophysicist, so that would be pretty cool. So yeah, there we are. Just a very quick little unbox of Falcon and Winter Soldier. I really like these guys. I can't wait to display them over in the Marvel section. At least that's what I'm calling it for now. I'm probably going to reorganize everything that you see behind me. But right now, I'm keeping it as is. I have a lot of things coming up. I have a few more unboxings I need to do. I still have another 1, 2, 3, 4 Marvel Legends that I need to unbox and do videos for. So, there we are. If you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. If you have some suggestions or some criticisms, that's what the comments section below is for. And as always, if you guys want to message me directly, you can reach me at davesdimension78@gmail.com. As always, I want to thank you guys for checking out the channel. If you like the channel, you like this video, you like some of our other videos, give me a subscribe. That would be totally awesome. I would love that. So we can keep on making more and more videos and grow this channel as best as we possibly can. I really appreciate you guys taking your time, checking out my video. There's literally millions upon millions, if not billions of videos on YouTube that you could be checking out, and I thank you for checking out mine. So until next time, this is Dave from Dave's Dimension saying keep on busting, and I'll catch you on the flip side.